Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. See, isn't that cool? I'll mute myself there, or we will just hear myself over and over. Do any of you get tired of hearing my voice? Because I do. And I always, not always, but a lot of times I talk about stuff before I get to the reading, and I'm not sure what to cover. Just looks like a lot of people are going through stuff. I do know this, that now I hear that people are fighting it, people are doing this, and they're just being awful. But I'm just not seeing it. I hear about it. I see the fake videos. I don't believe things that are posted. I worked in the credit card industry for a long time, and if the phone rang, they were lying. They were full of it. 90% of what I did was fraud, so I tend to be that way, right? I would like to talk a little bit about this being a community effort, and it's always going to be a community effort. And I am tired of us pointing the finger at everybody else saying this is your fault, when really we have some serious problems, and we're just not willing to look at them. One of them being the homeless problem. See, I truly believe that your own backyard needs to be cleaned up, and I think we need to clean up our backyard so we can bring in more people. We need some more good Americans, right? I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass now. I don't know the answer. No, I don't have it. I don't have it. Of course, I have my ideas, but really, it's how much am I going to allow myself to get caught up in negativity or things that are not within my scope, right? I'm not a big on politics. I'm not. They don't interest me. And most times I just want to punch you in the face. So I stay away from it. And that doesn't mean that I don't stay up on things that, political things. Okay. But there's a difference. Okay. I'm not reading up on Biden himself, or how great or how bad he is. Okay. Because I believe that everything's done through action. So, that's that. I don't know. So let's get to faith. I was trying to combine that. It didn't work for me. So I guess we need to have faith that God's going to take care of us no matter what happens. Right? It's not the end of the fucking world, though. So quit acting like it is, please. The quality of faith. This has to do with the quality of faith. In no deep or meaningful sense had we ever taken stock of ourselves. We had not even prayed rightly. We'd always said, grant me wishes instead of thy will be done. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 32. I gotta take faith and life are kind of like when you go driving, right? Let's say one morning you're headed to work, you're in good mood, right? You're running on time, green lights, nothing happens. That morning you wake up late, right? Now you're rushing, right? You're late for work. And so you're going to rush to work, right? Now everybody's in your fucking way, right? You're not hitting any green lights. They're all red. You will get up to it and it's turning red as you're getting there. And everything's just very frustrating. You placed yourself in that position. Okay? When we try and force life, just like when we try and force traffic, it's not going to work. We're just going to end up with frustration because we're trying to control things that we cannot control. Okay? Use your blinker, asshole, or you would. Yeah. The best place to find out where your serenity level and your faith level is go hop in the car and get on the highway. Okay? Do the speed limit, let people in. Let's see how that feels. I always let people in. I see no reason, blinker or not. So fucking what? You know, not saying that I don't slip every now and again and something comes out of my mouth, especially if my wife is driving. Then I'll get pissed because you don't mess with my wife. Well, who do you think you are? Don't you know who I am? I'm her husband. See, still, anger. Why? Am I trying to prove something to my wife? I don't know. I'm gonna have to take another look at that and kind of see what I come up with. All right. The two clergymen, doctors, friends, and families, the alcoholic who means well and tries hard is a heartbreaking riddle. To most AAs, he is not. There are too many of us who have been just like him. We found the riddle's answer. The answer has to do with the quality of faith rather than its quantity. Absolutely. This has been our blind spot. Something of more doesn't make it better. Okay? Think of faith like vitamin C. Okay? Whatever your body doesn't use, it just gets rid of. So quit using it up. All right? We're not collecting faith here for later. Okay, this isn't toilet paper. That's a good joke. We were supposed to have humility when we really hadn't. We're supposed to have been serious about religious practices when, upon honest appraisal, we found that we had been only superficial. Or going to the other extreme, we had wallowed in the emotionalism and mistaken it for true religious feelings. In both cases, we had been asking something for nothing. The fact was we hadn't really cleaned house so that the grace of God could enter us and expel the obsession. In no deeper meaningful sense had we ever taken stock of ourselves, made amends to those we had harmed, or freely given to any other human being without any demand for reward. If you're new in the program, try doing some things for other people without expecting anything in return. Like holding the door open for somebody. Hold the door open. Okay? And I like using this as an analogy because everybody goes through it. Well, I opened the door for them and they didn't even say thank you. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. Why were you expecting a thank you in the first place? Okay. Why did you do it? What were your intentions? Well, your intentions were to say, hey, look at me, I'm nice. Okay. These are the ones I love on Facebook. I don't mean to brag, but I did something really nice today. I usually don't brag about stuff like this. Those lines right there are usually your line to know bullshit. Or people that say, to be honest, or do that a lot, like all the time. They're full of it. Okay. We don't need to qualify being honest when we're honest. Right? Because it doesn't come with any guilt or anything. Right? So we don't have to cover it up. My stepdad taught me that one. Fucking genius of a man. We had not even prayed rightly. We had always said, God said, grant me my wishes instead of thy will be done. The love of God and man we understood not at all. Therefore, we remain self-deceived and so incapable of receiving enough grace to restore us to sanity. Few indeed are the practicing alcoholics who have any idea how irrational they are or seeing their irrationality can bear to face it. Some will be willing to term themselves problem drinkers, but cannot endure the suggestions that they are in fact mentally ill. That's a tough one, guys. Okay? Because we see mental illness as something different, don't we? Kind of like PTSD. When I was told I had PTSD, I'm like, don't put down the people that go out there and fight our wars. I have a deep respect for those people. I was turned down by the Navy, so which is probably good. I failed the psych exam. Who knew? Okay, I was sober at the time when I took it. Um, so it's the same thing. Okay, it's a mental illness. Okay, and that's okay. You need to accept that. It doesn't make you bad or anything else. Okay. Yes, it sucks. The stigma comes with it. Okay. I'm not going to talk about stigma today. They are abetted in this blindness by the world, which does not understand the difference between sane drinking and alcoholism. Sanity is defined as soundness of mind, yet no alcoholic soberly analyzes his destructive behavior, whether the destruction fell on the dining room furniture or his own moral fiber, can claim soundness of mind for himself. There's no way I could have claimed that. No way. Not until I started my action portion in my faith. Therefore, step 2 is the rallying point for all of us. Okay? It's a coming together step. So step 1, we admit that we are alcoholic. Maybe I'm the only newcomer in the room, but we all admit, right? Everybody, I'm Dion, I'm an alcoholic. That's how we admit that we're an alcoholic. That's our first step, right? And then we come to a rallying point. Why? Because we're gonna celebrate your shit, man. Heck yeah. How many days you got? 3 days of sobriety. I'm gonna tell you something. 3 days of sobriety is much longer than a year. Okay. And for those in recovery, you understand exactly what I'm saying. Right? Hey, Carrie, it's good to see you, honey. Whether agnostic, atheist, or former believer, we can stand together on this step. True humility and an open mind can lead us to faith, and every AA meeting is an assurance that God will restore sanity if we rightly relate ourselves to Him. So look for the similarities, not the differences. Okay? And don't ever stop doing that. Okay? Make that a habit. Okay? Because if you make that a habit, then you will do that with everyone. I apologize about my dogs wrestling upstairs while we're doing this. God does not grant me material possessions, take away my suffering, or spare me from disaster. He also doesn't do football, and he doesn't do politics. He also doesn't do money. And all man-made stuff. But he does give me a good life, the ability to cope in peace of mind. My prayers are simple. First, they express my gratitude for the good things in my life, regardless of how hard I have to search for them. And second, I ask only for the strength and wisdom to do his will. He answers with solutions to my problems, sustaining my ability to live through daily frustrations and serenity I did not believe existed, and with the strength to practice the principles of AA in all my everyday affairs. Right? So I use football as an example. Guy gets down on one knee, praying. God, let us have a good game. I hope everybody's safe. We want to win. No. If I was to do that, God, please let everybody come out of this game safe. And this game's going to turn out exactly the way it's supposed to because it's in your hands. Right? Is that how you play football? At the end of it, when you lose, did you go, well, I told God whatever happened, right? Right? No. They're going to have to sit there and explain why they lost. Okay? So you can control the things that you can't control. Don't give it to God. Take care of them. That's why he gave it to you. Okay? All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I apologize. I had some technical issues, and then my computer ran out of room yesterday. So I will get the podcast out today. It was really good. I had a lot of fun. I may do it tomorrow because I don't have a speaker for tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll see. It's in God's hands. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Love you. Peace out.